The World Series of Bowling rolls on with a clash of titans kicking off night 2. Reigning Player of the Year, EJ Tackett, against the GOAT himself, Jason Belmonte. It's next on Fox Sports. Here in Reno, the 2025 World Series of Bowling rolls on tonight, the Viper Championship. And look at this lineup. Darren Ong of Singapore looks for his first career PBA title, first career show. 11-time winner Kris Prather, the number 2 seed. Zach Wilkins of Canada is number 3. And look at the first match out of the gate. Jason Belmonte, 2-time reigning Player of the Year. EJ Tackett back on TV together. Again, it is going to be awesome. Welcome back to the National Bowling Stadium here in Reno. Dave Ryan alongside the Hall of Famer Randy Peterson. Between these two, 57 titles, 21 majors, 10 Player of the Year awards. Here we go again.
Two titans of the sport and probably the best rivalry on the PBA Tour to kick things off. 16 World Series of Bowling titles between these two. And who can forget that epic match 2 years ago at the World Championship? It's going to go down as one of the greatest matches in PBA history.
Randy, this truly is the World Series of Bowling. Another international superstar is the top seed, Darren Ong from Singapore.
Yeah, he was incredible to kick things off for the Viper Championship. How about this? He started with 300 games in his first 7 games of qualifying, leading the qualifier, number 1 seed. Tonight, he looks to become the 22nd international champion in PBA history.
And warming up there with EJ Tackett. So what happened last night for EJ?
Head scratcher, man. I talked to EJ after the show last night, and he was contemplating switching balls halfway through this match. But what about this inexplicable 4-count through the middle, and then this shot in the 10th frame on the same lane? He said, I actually liked that one. I threw that one good. Never recovered, never responded down lane, and he was in shock as well. He still couldn't figure it out late last night.
He's back on TV again, trying to flip the script here, Randy. And Belmo, EJ, joined by Kimberly Pressler.
Thanks, Dave. I think everybody's looking forward to this matchup, including myself. And EJ, let's start with you. Big World Series for you so far, 3rd consecutive night on TV. So how do you gain some momentum tonight to get past this guy to get yourself in the winner's circle?
I mean, I feel like there's going to be a lot of strikes thrown, so I'm going to have to get off to a quick, hot start and give myself the best opportunity through the first half of the game into the commercial break, and hopefully I don't have any misses by then. And apply as much pressure as I possibly can, and hopefully it goes in my favor.
Good luck to you tonight. Thank you, EJ. And Jason, we saw you win the doubles with Bill O'Neill, but this is the first time we are seeing on a singles match this season. But I got to ask you, you guys have 10 Player of the Year titles between the two of you. It's going to be an epic match. How much are you looking forward to this?
I love my time playing against EJ, every single time. I've said it for a long time, and I'll continue to say it. He's been my biggest rival and my main motivator to get better. And so every time we lace the shoes up and I see his face, I'm excited. This is what I love to do. This is the people I want to beat. EJ's the guy I want to beat. So having an opportunity again tonight, I'm very, very ready.
All right, good luck to you. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you so much, guys. Can't wait. 2023 World Championship. These two going head-to-head, unforgettable in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. What a matchup. EJ stepping up after Belmo gets 7 there. Needs 2 in the 10th to go for the title, which he's got. World Championship Player of the Year in 2023 as well. What a moment in suburban Milwaukee for EJ Tackett. Latest chapter unfolds here tonight in Reno. It's one of the all-time great rivalries of the sport, Randy.
Yeah, as a fan, this is what you live for, matches like this.
As a broadcaster, too. Belmo back on TV on the singles side. Okay. Good pin action, KOs the 9.
Belmonte starting with urethane. It's typically what we saw on the Viper oil pattern. Players start with urethane and then drag that oil down towards the pins and then make a big jump left and change to reactive resin.
A World Championship in 23, 4th career major for EJ, 5th win of his Player of the Year season. Remarkable. Back on TV again tonight. Nice start.
Welcome to the EJ Tackett Tour, sponsored by the PBA.
All right. Viper Championship. 24 qualified for match play and eventually got to the best of 5 in the round of 8. On Prather, Belmonte, Zach Wilkins through. EJ Tackett in as the 5 seed. Back on TV again for EJ after the struggles last night. That was the Scorpion. This is a new night. Time for the Viper. Time for EJ, left lane. Nice.
Nice kick on the floor. You saw EJ's arsenal. He's using Venom Shock, and this shot here just shocked the 4-pin.
Back to the 16-year pro from Australia, Orange, New South Wales. Arsenal for Belmo.
Yeah, nice shot there. IQ 7-8 urethane for Belmonte.
Randy Fit of the Pros on tonight's show. Bowl a perfect game. Everyone in America can receive a free game of bowling courtesy of Go Bowling. To register, visit GoBowling.com. Sign up for the Go Bowling Free America promotion. Perfect start for the 2 here. 4 up, 4 down for these legends.
And watching Jason in practice prior to the start, he was using both that red ball, that urethane ball, and reactive resin. Decided to start with urethane.
Back to Belmo, left lane. Okay. Crunching him. Career TV record in singles, Randy, of 79 and 52. 95 appearances in this future Hall of Famer's career. Remarkable. Two titles this year. This open is Dave, Indiana, and Springfield, Missouri at the Pete Weber Classic. That looks good. All right, RP, take a look at tonight's oil pattern, the Viper.
38 feet in length, and this pattern was very high scoring. The players, like I said earlier, started the red line with urethane going straighter, and then as that broke down, jumped in. You can see that both EJ Tackett and Jason Belmonte using those lines, right? Jason's playing the red line where EJ is in and slinging that reactive resin.
Another night, another TV show for Tackett. Okay. The pattern's yielding some strikes early here. They are tattooing the pocket, and the pins scattered everywhere. Have no chance.
Just over 4th arrow, and dead flush perfect.
Belmo feels very good about his game right now. First show this year on the singles side. Said, don't forget about me. At 41 years old, still the top of his game.
And match number 1 between these two greats starting off exactly how we thought it would.
Well, the Roth-Holman doubles in Vernon Hills, Illinois, outside Chicago with Billy O'Neill. For yet another title. That's what we want here, Randy. Strike best, 8 up, 8 down to begin the match. Between the legends. Can he keep it going?
Hated it.
No. 1-2-8.
Flamed it and got it right. First time he's left the 1-2-8 in the tournament, the Viper tournament. And it kind of shaped up like the first one that misses loses. See if this comes back to haunt Jason.
1-2-8, covers there, got it. His 5th in points last year. 12 top 11 finishes in 13 events, 6 top 5.
You can't do that with that ball.
Didn't win, though. That's where a lot of the, as you told us today, criticism comes from. Why aren't you winning every week? What's the matter with you? Second to Andrew Anderson to begin our coverage here in Reno. Then the Scorpion Championship, 3rd place. Documented the struggles. In a winnable match. Locked in.
Another beauty. A little bit farther right at the arrows on that right lane for EJ Tackett. He's got a little bit of room left and right of target as long as the execution's there.
Two superstars head to head. Perfection for Tackett, looking for the front 6. One miss for Belmonte.
Oh my goodness.
No help on the 7-pin. Come on.
Watch this pin action. Look at that. Messengers going in both directions.
Seven pin, no problem for Tackett. A great start for each. 7 spare Belmonte in his 5th. 9 spare Tackett in his 6th frame. Underway, 2 superstars head to head. It's the PBA on FS1. The PBA on FS1 is sponsored by Visit Reno Tahoe. Discover your next travel adventure. Learn more at visitrenotahoe.com. By Caesars Entertainment, El Dorado Resort Casino, Circus Hotel Casino, and the Silver Legacy Resort Casino. Countless dining options and world-class amenities, all in one destination. And by Go Bowling. For friends and family fun, log on to gobowling.com to find a center near you. Great look, National Bowling Stadium in beautiful Reno. 3 bowlers on the show tonight have won the World Championship. Belmonte's done it 3 times in his incredible career. EJ Tackett, a hat trick as well of World Championships. How cute this little trip then. Oh, man. I think Kris Prather also did it. 2022, he's got a World Championship title under his belt as well. That culminates the World Series of Bowling. 3 Eastern on Fox Saturday here in Reno. Tackett, Belmonte, Kris Prather, Tom Doherty also came very close to making the show here tonight. These are winners of the World Championship, Randy, since 2016.
Yeah, Prather actually knocked Tom Doherty out in the round of 8. Tom just narrowly missing the telecast tonight.
Back to the matter at hand. Belmonte works on a spare, down 12 in this incredible head-to-head matchup. Right lane. Just the 10.
A little issue at the approach on that shot for Jason. Yeah, it looks like he's stuck. Now it's 23 out of 24 10-pin conversions for Belmonte. We get all of our great stats each and every event from our dear friends at Lane Talk. For more information, head on over to lanetalk.com and download their free app.
Tony, may I please take a re-rack?
Re-rack here for Belmo. Bowl TV highlight. Let's check it out. This afternoon here at the National Bowling Stadium, Belmo against Crow. Tied at 2 games apiece. Game 5, Belmo needed a mark in the 10th to beat Crow in advance. There's the boom. There is the win. 258, 257 for him. You'll see the qualifying average eventually. 5-game win in the round of 8.
Oh my.
Bucket lead.
And the 8 pins off spot. Time to get out of the urethane ball.
5-8 bucket leave. Challenging cover. 1 for 1 for him in the tournament with the bucket. It's a critical shot this stage of the match.
Oh.
Nice.
8 pin was off spot. That was the one you wanted to watch for.
It is the clean wipe.
Making a split.
Presented by Dude Wipes. Well done, Belmo. Now attacking out of the break. 7th frame for him. Up 17, works on a spare. Oop. EJ didn't like it. That's a high shot, but got away with it 6-10 down late.
Two-board miss at the arrows on that shot for EJ Tackett. But what a break crossing over for the Brooklyn strike.
His road to the show. Zach Wilkins, who is next up. Prather's the 2 seed. Darren Ong from Singapore is our top seed here tonight in Reno. 8th frame. Wants a 27-pin lead. He's got it.
And that's how you take advantage of that nice break. $20 out to about 5. And just saws the 10.5.
Eight for 9 for Tackett.
And there's the ball change. Is it too late?
Belmo really needs this one. Nice, strip 10 pin.
Just changed to reactive resin, a Hustle X-ray. Started with the front 4 and then misses wide right for a 7 count, and then the bucket. Back-to-back shots on that left lane.
Take my second re-rack.
As for his second and final re-rack of the match, he's over a little bit, make EJ think a little bit as well. Belmo told us pre-match, he's still as hungry as ever. He's losing, as he always has. Competitive fire still burns.
Those
Belmonte.
Those weren't the exact words he used about losing.
Can't directly quote that on this network. Starting in.
Oh boy.
2 pin stand.
Wait. Oh.
Almost. Tapped it.
Not quite.
And you see the big change. The blue line was the urethane ball that he threw the last time up on that left lane. The red line, now the reactive resin. He needs some help from EJ Tackett. I don't think he's going to get any.
Belmo won 5 titles, Player of the Year, 7th time in his incredible career. That was 2022. The next 2 years, EJ has been Player of the Year. He won 5 times winning the World Championship at Wauwatosa in 2023. Extraordinary again last year.
This year, he's not even being challenged.
On TV yet again. Almost the 7-10. Just the 7.
Yeah, almost got a little help, did Belmo there, but 10 pins gone. But that Player of the Year race for 2025, EJ Tackett has got a stronghold on that. 2 wins already this season with a major, what he's done thus far here at the World Series.
On TV every show. Remarkable consistency and versatility on so many different challenging conditions.
8 pins for the win.
He told us pre-show he's mentally spent. Best he could do, get some rest today prior to yet another show. It's 8 here. He'll get 10, he'll get the win. Dispatches of the legend, Jason Belmonte, in the latest edition of this head-to-head rivalry. Native of Canada, Zach Wilkins awaits. This match had an incredible start. Strike fest. Some struggles, got out of the ball there, and Tackett too much. Experimentation here. Thinking about the next match. Belmont couldn't recall another 4 versus 5 match that he and EJ have competed against each other in the past. Usually a 2 or 3 or a 1 versus 2. That's pretty common.
You know, we talk about it all the time and how tough it is in a 1-game match. And, you know, Jason's going to look back at this and go, man, maybe I should have started with reactive resin instead. But he gets out of the gate with a front 4 and then a couple errant shots.
So a possibility for Belmo and the Shark, which we'll see later this week here in Reno.
Feels too serious of a show for some
And
reason.
also the World Championship. Still eligible for that as well.
That's Saturday on Fox.
He's trying to make it.
Thanks, guys. Good luck again, mate.
Thank you, mate.
Play well.
Great to see you back.
Nah, you're good.
EJ Tackett, after the struggles last night, looks really good tonight. Zach Wilkins is next. Lives in Kansas City now, originally from Barrie, Ontario, Canada. Back to the World Series of Bowling. Last night, Rasmus Edvall of Sweden climbed the Stepladder. First title of his career. First TV appearance of his career, and the leadoff event to this year's World Series of Bowling Scorpion Championship knocked out Malaysia's Rafiq Ismail 224-171 in the title match. Again, first ever trophy and a big paycheck as well. Pretty cool there for him. Viper Championship tonight. Chameleon tomorrow 7 Eastern. Shark Wednesday 7 Eastern. The World Championship wraps it all up. Second major of the season Saturday 3 Eastern on Fox from here at the National Bowling Stadium in Reno. Zach Wilkins joined now by Kimberly.
Thanks, Dave. So, Zach, congratulations on making the show, but I know it's been a bit of a rough journey for you to get here because you injured your knee this week. Tell us what happened and give us an update.
Yeah, it's just, the amount of games we've bowled all month, really. So I think we're up to maybe 90 games. I'm not entirely sure, but the adrenaline has kind of kicked in, so it's probably at a 5 right now.
What exactly happened to your knee?
Yeah, it's the patella, so right below the kneecap. It's hard to, transfer my weight into my slide foot. So thankfully, Cecil from Vice Inserts, he's taped me up. That K+ tape gives that cooling feeling, so it's kind of relaxed the muscle a little bit.
Are you going to be able to go out here and bowl some?
Yeah, we're going to throw 10 good shots and see what happens.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Kimberly, thanks, our man Cecil Scarborough right next to us, keeping score as always as well. So the epic matchup, EJ Belmo goes to Tackett this time. Wilkins, born in Barrie, Ontario, now lives in Kansas City. Next up against Tackett.
And once again, the dream some 20 years ago by our commissioner, Tom Clark, coming to fruition. Here's the Canadian, Zach Wilkins, and our tournament leader from Singapore, Darren Ong.
Truly, the World Series of bowling. Wilkins, first ball of the night. Some help. Down goes number 10.
Zach's not afraid of this moment. He told us in his interview, I love bowling on television. How about his TV average, 248?
Stellar.
He said it's hard to beat guys like Kyle Troop when they shoot 270 at you.
Now he's going to take on this guy. 27-pin win over Belmo, match 1. Brilliant season continuing for Tackett.
Boy.
Ooh, no, it's the big 4.
Wow.
And as we know, Randy, 20 years ago this year, last time, only time it's been made.
Did not see that coming.
Well, if you're going to do it early. And EJ just in shock by how much that ball hooked. Expect him to make a big move next time up on the right lane.
Big 4. 4-7 up. Last time, only time. Walter Williams Jr., Norcross, Georgia, 2005 on TV, making the big 4.
20 years ago?
Can you believe that? Is that possible?
Where has
We've known each other a long time.
Where has the time gone?
That was incredible.
Still in shock over the shot in the right lane. He's in shock, throwing a venom shock.
Lots of shock out there.
Of course you did.
Uh-oh. Brooklyn strike crossing over. Next up, Prospect Park.
I'm done with that one.
Yeah, I think so. Get out of that ball.
Wow. Repeat of the shot on the right lane. This one hooks even more.
It's a part of Brooklyn, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
My favorite part.
Here is Zach's arsenal going with a GB5.
So Wilkins, the door open, takes advantage.
That big drift to the left, get the hips out of the way. Saw in our first match, Jason Belmonte do much of the same of that move. How about Verity Crawley making match play?
Fantastic. Way to go, Verity.
Congrats.
See it.
10-pin, no help. On the scout across the deck. Zach in Barrie, Ontario, a house painter. Enjoyed that, but wanted to be in the States. Get a bowl full-time. So moved to KC. His full-time job now.
Messenger in front. Almost got in front of the sweep.
Watch out. Got it. Fifth-year pro, no titles. But as many top 25s last year on tour as EJ Tackett had in his Player of the Year season. So
He never finished outside the top 25
amazing.
in 12 events.
Really good numbers. Looking for the first title tonight. Another green jacket for Tackett. That was an Indy. Right lane. Okay. Packs a punch.
According to Strike Track, he didn't move. I'm wondering if he just went to a different ball, the same Venom shock, but just a different layout.
EJ told us pre-show, did my best to recharge. He's bowled 20 through the last 24 days. Pretty tired, but he's pretty good.
Yeah, let's go down and talk to tour rep Brett Spangler. Did EJ make a ball change there?
Yeah, for 2 frames, buddy. Didn't last past that.
So did he go back to the ball used in game 1?
Yeah, sure did.
Okay, thanks, Brett.
You bet.
That's a great experience. Wins in Canada. Trying to get it done here in Reno tonight. Shot for Zach. Wants to shout out to Dad Rick, who is in remission from cancer treatments. We wish Rick the absolute best back home.
2-board miss inside on this shot, and it still holds line and rips the rack there for Zach Wilkins on the right lane.
Fifth frame go by 11. Oh, ring and 10 pin, good shot.
Gosh, dang it.
See the tattooed left arm there of Zach. His mentor, former coach Gus Badali, had quite a phrase for him. Said the next ball you throw will be the best ball. The best game you've ever thrown. Has that tattooed, got Gus Badali's initials in the back of his shirt as well. Nickname was Big Badali. It's someone who's so important to Zach Wilkins. See it there, Randy.
Yep. Quite a tribute.
Tulsi thinks about Gus every day. Right lane. Oh! That shot from EJ. Clean wipe. Presented, Randy, by Dude Wipes.
Watch this ball go right through the 9-pin. Right past it. And another pin comes over and wipes the 9. New leader.
6 for a 19-pin lead. Okay. Late knock on the 10-pin. And EJ is back. Beat Belmo. Now Wilkins is in his way. Conclusion of our second match is next from Reno on FS1. Registration for the 2025 PBA LBC National Championships now open. The boys of all skill levels, the PBA LBC National Championships returning to the Chicago area. It includes a division for everyone. You can compete in singles as well as optional doubles and team events. Even combine your scores with the pros. Enter today at PBA.com. Here we go. Conclusion of the second match. Tackett by 19. The Canadian Zach Wilkins works on a spare. His sixth frame. Oh, 7-10 just the set.
Jesus.
We saw EJ do that in match number one. Let's go down to the floor and talk to PBA champion tour rep Dino Castillo. Dino, what advice, if any, did you give Zach during the break?
We basically told Zach, keep throwing good shots. Every shot's been in the pocket. Every shot's been really close. He's missed maybe by 1 or 2, so he's throwing it really good. We just kept telling him to throw it good.
All right, Dino, thanks. Dino's right. He hasn't missed the pocket, and he trails by 20. EJ went big 4 to start. Brooklyn changed back to the ball that he used in game 1, came back with 4 more after it.
Tied for night for Zach in Springfield. That one again by Tackett. Second title of the year, already a major under his belt. He's been on TV every night here in Reno since we arrived.
Zach telling us his key, just trust the process.
Here's that process, RP.
You got to be kidding me.
Man,
Really?
7-pin again.
Good Lord.
Again, we talked about his limited television experience, but how great he's been on TV, averaging just over 248 a game. And right now, he's hit the pocket every shot and has 1 double to show for it.
8th on the points list last year. Really good numbers.
Yeah.
No title yet.
I mean, how solid is that?
Yeah.
Top 10 in points.
Live from the Tokyo Dome, the greatest show in baseball makes his triumphant return home as Shohei Ohtani and the reigning champion Dodgers open the regular season against the Cubs. The Tokyo series tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, 3 a.m. here on the West Coast, live on Fox. A lot of baseball fans on our crew will be watching every pitch.
Did it again.
Got away with it.
Dang it.
It's a miss inside. You can see right at the arrows and the break point. And fortunate just to leave the 10-pin. Remember last night, he didn't get away with it. Got 4 through the middle. Now, obviously, this shot not near as high as that shot last night, but nice break tripping the 4 out.
All right, hold on. Focus.
Max scores. Back-to-back nights, Tackett was the number 2 seed.
Lay.
It did. And now looking to climb the ladder to capture the Viper Championship. Nice break there, tripping the 9. He said, lay, and it did.
Both times out of the commercial, I just missed it left. So.
6 for 8 for EJ. Top 10, 2020 U.S. Open for Zach. Had to hurry, took that left turn, found the pocket.
Yep.
Still very much in contention.
Yeah, that GB5 that he's using is kind of their benchmark ball, if you will, Hammer's benchmark ball, and it's a very smooth reacting ball. And what's happening, I think, with his carry is that ball's pushing down the lane just a little bit too long. And that's why he's having carry issues.
Go.
Foundation frame wants to cut
Me
it to
here,
10.
Reno!
Getting jacked up here.
And let me just reiterate, GB5 is an ebonite ball. He's got hammer on his jersey. Same brand. And this time, that GB5 does its job. All 10 in the pit. He's back in it. Only trails by 10.
EJ wants to double the lead here. Foundation frame. Tackett. Okay. Big strike.
Huh. The 9-pin is getting assaulted.
From EJ Tackett. See that supreme confidence starting to boil over. Takes a re-rack here.
Needs a strike in 6, Dave.
And he'll move on. Kris Prather is next.
Good shot, buddy.
There's the strike he wanted.
Yeah! That was perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you, EJ. What a shot.
Now 6 for the win. Talented Canadian ball. Needs just 6.
Got it.
Has them all. Has a win.
And
EJ Tackett keeps on moving, Randy.
And Zach Wilkins falls victim to another big score again. I mean, if you look at Zach's scorecard, I mean, it could have easily been in the 270s. And it was just bad pin carry that was his undoing.
Appreciate it. Go get him. Thank you, man.
254 for EJ. Emblematic of Zach's story. Running into a buzzsaw every time he gets on TV.
Yeah,
Now they
sure.
fall.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I was going to say, Zach.
Damn.
I thought good things are supposed to happen to good people. He's such a nice guy.
Great guy. Great conversation. I know Gus Pedali's looking down on him, his former coach. Proud of the moment.
Thanks, Reno.
Oh, they're all going to strike now. But another well-executed game on television for Zach Wilkins. Even the plastic straight ball up the gun strike.
Go get him. Thank you.
Good wrap up for the big New Jersey Devils fan. Zach Wilkins, but not enough. Kris Prather, who's won a world championship. He's got some agility. Nice athleticism, Kris. That was impressive. Prather, Tackett next. A reminder, our World Series of Bowling coverage continues tomorrow, live on FS1 at 7 Eastern. From here at the National Bowling Stadium in Reno, to recap the Chameleon Championship back in 2015. Also at the stadium in Reno, Jesper Svensson beat Pascal Winterheimer 267-193 to win his second career PBA Tour title. He also was the 2015 Rookie of the Year, Jesper Svensson. Quite a bowler.
Yeah.
Randy Peterson, quite a broadcaster. Games of chance here in Reno. Great gambling, great fun. What do you like to do?
I like to play golf.
No gambling here? Are you up or down?
I don't gamble, Dave. You know that.
20 games of chance here in Reno, Nevada, and part of the pressing questions with Kimberly Presser tonight, presented by Go Bowling, will ask the bowlers what they like to partake in.
Richie, what is your favorite game outside of a sport?
Well, they consider it a sport back home, but I don't think they do here. But I love darts, steel tip darts. It's a British game, so I feel like I have to be into it.
Well, it's got to be craps. I mean, who doesn't like to roll the dice?
It's probably going to be Clue. I don't play it a lot, but, I really loved playing that whenever growing up, all the different rooms and stuff, trying to figure out who did it, because it wasn't me.
Me and the boys back home go down to the local casinos like an hour from us and just a little Friday night, little poker game.
Do you got a good poker face?
Absolutely not.
Oh, I love playing Uno. My oldest daughter, she'll play Uno for hours if you let her.
Well, how good are you? How competitive, I should ask.
Oh, she has to earn that win. I think they're going to find this crazy, but the peg game at Cracker Barrel, I'm pretty good at it.
Oh man, it has to be NBA 2K or League of Legends. I'm a big video game nerd. But I usually bring a laptop and a monitor and an Xbox, go all out.
You bring a monitor with you on tour?
Oh yeah. Well, you're on the road for, a month, so if you're going to do it, you got to do it right.
Well, I love to play video games. And
Which one?
Call of Duty for the most part. Me and Kyle have lost a few monitors over the years, so we're buying a lot of them.
Wait, I gotta ask. Did you lose the monitors because you forgot them or because they broke out of, video game rage?
It has happened on multiple occasions, so I gotta admit a little bit of both.
Me and Ryan Barnes tend to grind some TFT. I'm not even going to explain the game. You guys can Google it, but we grind some TFT together. It's one of the nerdiest games around. He's probably not going to be happy I shared that with everybody.
Hey, that's not a bad thing.
It's not great.
Kimberly LeBeau is having some fun there, Randy.
What kind of game do you like to play?
I mean, the kids play Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, but what about Dave
Splatoon.
Ryan?
I just watch.
I used to love to watch my son play Call of Duty. I'd sit there for hours watching him play.
Good stuff. All right, time for the frame of the game presented by Beatbox. Look back at the last match. A lot of good bowling going on here tonight. Randy Peterson.
Yeah, and a lot of good pin carry for EJ Tackett. The 9-pin just getting a beating in that last match against Zach Wilkins. Not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Frame of the game presented by Beatbox, the ultimate party in a box. Beatbox, what's your flavor? Please enjoy responsibly. Kris Prather, EJ Tackett, head-to-head from Reno, next. Back here in Reno, the PBA is proud to have Bowlers to Veterans Link as the official charity of the PBA Tour in tonight's BBL Salute to Veterans. We welcome U.S. Navy E4 Richard Hargett, who served for 4 years. Thank you so much for your service, protecting our nation's freedom. To donate, go to bbl.org. Another epic matchup. 2 big superstars in PBA Tour coming up. Prather, EJ Tackett. Tackett dispatched of Belmo, and then Canadian Zach Wilkins. KP and KP, guys.
Thanks, Dave. So, Kris, with all the games you guys have bowled in the World Series this past week, you told us that you are actively working on your mental game. And I love the fact that you said you talked to your sports psychologist and you guys came up with a plan. And that plan is to find the joy in everything. So I got to think, in this moment, there's lots of things for you to find joy in. But what are some of the things that you do?
Right now, today, it's just really finding the joy and throwing a really good shot. Hopefully I throw, maybe 24 of them, but we're going to focus on one at a time and just enjoy the experience here in Reno and hopefully put on a show.
Good luck to you today.
Thank you.
Kimberly, Kris, thanks. What a matchup. Tackett got by Belmo. Now can he get by Prather? EJ just 2 behind Belmo, whom he dispatched tonight. Most WSOB career wins. Prather right behind. His chapter of his World Series of bowling action continues right near. Left lane. Good start. Tackett back on TV. Wife Natalie, of course. That front row again. Very accustomed to being on TV yourself. Incredible run. 2+ years now for EJ. Good start. Here's with Natalie. Saying I had a little trip back home in Indiana. How does EJ look to you, Randy?
Great. This is his 86th game and a 7-frame roll-off thus far throughout the World Series of Bowling.
Left lane. Okay. Just enough.
Nice break here, tripping the 4-7-10 out. Full rack attack for EJ Tackett. Here's a look at Kris Prather's arsenal. Going with phase 2.
Slapping him around.
And he's actually using 2 different phase 2s. He's got a pin up on the left lane, pin down on the right lane. So the pin down ball is going to be a little bit smoother, maybe a little bit earlier in the transition to smooth out that down lane reaction. The pin up ball is going to be more responsive off the back end of the pattern.
Third for Prather.
Play.
Wilkins strike this time comes in high in the 3-6. That was the sports psychologist Kimberly alluded to in the interview. Team Hinitz, who's based here in Reno. A lot of bowlers. Got time in with Dr. Hinitz here. Work on their mental game. Has his spare. Attack it up 2 into his 3rd frame. Going here for a 12-pin lead.
Did you find joy in something today, Dave?
Yes, I did.
Tell me. Tell our viewers.
Well, Randy. Had a great walk down Virginia Ave here. Reno, it was nice. Had a good workout, too. So 2 things for me. How about you?
I'll get to it in a sec.
Okay. First, though, Ray, let's talk about the new PBA Elite League, the Battle of the Brands. It's bowling ball manufacturers against each other. Season-long competition. Brand has a full roster of staff players. Look at the Motive team, led by one EJ Tackett.
Well, it didn't hurt last night either when they had 4 players on the telecast. But when your team's anchored by the #1 player in the world, that's not a bad thing.
So, joy today for you was?
I haven't had, well, it started when I saw you this morning, and then obviously now calling the action.
Shucks.
When you get to talk about the greatest in the sport for as long as I have, it's a real honor and a privilege, and I just enjoy watching these gifted, talented players. And the World Series of Bowling is now global because of this event, and it's really brought the world closer together through the sport of bowling.
First for Tackett. Prather, ball speed, so key.
Ooh.
Trip 10-pin.
Speaking with Kris earlier today, he said, I'm just trying to knock the holes out of it at the bottom of the swing. And one of the things he's been working on with Andrew Anderson is getting his legs more underneath him, really using his legs to create leverage, which then enables him to really increase that rev rate at the bottom of the swing. And how about Chris Barnes in the round of 16? Senior Chris Barnes, man, he's still got the Hall of Famer.
We saw Ryan on TV in Reno this week.
Oh, God.
Prather didn't like that at all. It's a hot shot, and it's a mess. 3-6, 9-10.
Not trusting it over there.
Six titles, 2 majors for Prather. his career title Scorpion Championship, World Series of Bowling 2019 in suburban Detroit. Shoot that. Good cover.
That is a great cover.
In the driver's seat for now. This major championship way back in 2016. Got 6 majors now. 32 pin lead. Yes, enough. Front 5, 32 pin advantage. The road to the Indy 500 runs through Thermal as IndyCar heads to the California desert. The fastest racing on earth is back Sunday, 3 Eastern, live on Fox.
You saw that rev rate that I circled right before we went to the promo. EJ Tackett about 60 more RPMs than Kris Prather.
Uh-oh. For the front 6, it's an uh-oh. Is it a Brooklyn strike? No, it's a 5 pin.
EJ.
So only a little over a board at the arrows, but it was yanked up the lane, and that's why the break point changed almost 4 boards. But just the 5 pin. That's the good news. You know what they say in our sport, Dave? Nobody misses a 5 pin unless you're Randy Peterson and you're bowling the Tournament of Champions on television.
Yeah.
Yes, I missed a 5 pin on TV.
I'm sorry. Not great memories. EJ trying to create more great memories tonight here in Reno. Looking good. You got a lead on Prather in match 3. Welcome back to Reno. St. Patty's Day. Jab Peters here, Director of Operations, National Bowling Stadium. Ronald Leach, Director of Equestrian and Sports Sales for Reno Tahoe as well. Thanks so much, one and all, being great hosts here in the biggest little city in the world. And so much fun. World Series of Bowling again in Reno. I forgot to wear my St. Patty's Day green.
As did I.
Yeah. There's Prather out of the break, didn't like it at all, and nice result.
Oh my goodness. Hey, he just looked over at the monitor to see the location of that last shot. He goes, 3? Didn't like this, and man, it just peeled off of that dry board down the lane and ended up in a perfect spot. Now, can he mount some type of comeback? Talk about him a lot. One of the best looking forms in the game. There you go.
Likes that one.
And then, of course,
7 pin.
Of course it doesn't strike. Because he liked it.
Kris, very close friends. Both roommates. Andrew Anderson broke through. First win for him. Single side since 2018 to begin our coverage here in Reno. Kris hoping to follow in his friend's footsteps tonight.
Pretty sexy spare ball. Little lightning bolts and stuff going through it, colored lightning bolts.
I think it's awesome.
Pretty cool.
Way cool. 7 for Tackett, up 31, works on a spare. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby.
Great look down lane, or lane level, I should say, by the #1 player in the world, EJ Tackett. And you've got to think that the player that wins this match is going to be the favorite in the title match, going up against a player making the telecast for the very first time.
Darren Ong from Singapore. Great point. Tackett. No, what happened there?
Get it over
4,
there.
6, 7 split. Difficult leave for EJ.
Didn't get it far enough right.
Dang it.
Last time we saw him do that was last night, and he got 4 through the middle. Just cut the 3 over in the 4-7.
Potential game changer with the lofts, and again cannot convert. 4-7 stands. Open frame. Lead shrinks. Reno works on a spare to his 8th frame. Benched his good buddy Andrew.
One more good one.
2-time doubles champs. Off home for titles. Glimmer of hope here. 8th frame. Takes advantage. Strip 10.
Great ball roll, great hand, and what pin action. Plenty of power going through the pins. Let's take a look at this now. Watch the insert. He's got a pink insert in this bowling ball. You can see it rotating right there, and then all of a sudden, the track flare creates that thumb hold to become his axis point.
There's Andrew, his road roommate.
Come on now.
Great friend, won the Nevada Classic here. Mike Albee in the booth a couple nights back.
We call that axis migration, by the way.
Go through it one time.
To cut it to 7.
Oh.
10
All right. Way to trust your gut.
Boy, that looked just as good as the last shot, didn't it?
The 10 pin has the mark, but that was a golden opportunity in the 9th. How will Tackett respond to the open? Let's see. Great position to win a 3rd straight Player of the Year award, 4th of his career. He has been brilliant. Really unstoppable. Big moment here tonight. Enough. Just enough.
This was a little dicey.
One good one, EJ. Come on.
After the grab on the left lane, he gets that he gives that one the full trust, but he gets back for the wall shot.
Good job.
Here are your max scores. EJ Tackett needing just a mark here in the 10th frame.
One good job.
For a win in the 10th.
Easy.
Okay. Whoa.
That could have been disaster. Right through the face. Big 4 standing briefly, just the 6 spin. And you can see him right there making that motion. That's a sign that he got around it early.
Six pin. Got that.
All right.
Keep it on the lane here for EJ. Phil ball on the 10th, and he is moving on. Take on Darren Ong of Singapore, top seed. His first ever PBA Tour telecast. Lots of international experience.
Needs just 4, throwing it straight and hard down the middle, and does it.
Gets 9, gets the win. EJ's through. Matchup of 2 big PBA Tour stars.
Belmonte, Prather, EJ Tackett, all world champions.
I got it around it a little bit, but
it's so quick.
Yeah. I think I have to, or something. I don't know what.
Right. What feeds? Like.
Oh, he's going into the title match. Doesn't sound like they have a game plan.
The problem is I don't get any shots on it.
I know
except
that red Liberty. That red Liberty's glues. Well, I mean, I know that guy ripped off it. Yeah, but it was early too, wasn't it?
Yeah, but can I get far enough left to get it across it?
Got the commercial break to formulate a game plan. Tackett advances, beats Prather. Next up, Singapore's Darren Ong, the top seed. He and EJ head-to-head on the way. Welcome back to the National Bowling Stadium here in Reno. We started the Viper Championship with an epic matchup. Belmonte, Tackett, EJ has taken out not only Belmonte, Zach Wilkins, Kris Prather as well. Next up, Darren Ong, the top seed from Singapore, head-to-head with EJ Tackett. Darren now joined by Kimberly Presley.
Thanks, Dave. So, Darren, out of the 201 competitors at the World Series of Bowling this week, you are the one that has the most 300 games out of absolutely everyone, and all three have been on this pattern. So what has been the key to your success to get you to this #1 seed?
I think it's just patience and a bit of luck. I mean, everyone knows you when you bowl a 300 game, you need a little bit of luck. So I guess Lady Luck was on my side this week. But I just focus on my processes and focus on the things that I can control, and I'll let everything handle on its own.
Now, I just saw you take a few practice shots. How's your look out there?
It's interesting. It's definitely different from qualifying. So I'll take it shot by shot and see how the lane plays.
Well, I know you have some more practice time left, so I will let you get back to it. Good luck to you tonight.
Thank you.
Big star overseas in Singapore, 8:30 in the morning. Tomorrow morning there, a lot of fans are watching, hoping he gets his first career title.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because he had most of his success with urethane. Remember, in his first 7 games of qualifying, 300 games, but all with urethane. Not sure the urethane ball is going to be in play for him, so he's going to have to shape reactive resin like we've been seeing all night.
Okay, so before the break, we know EJ Tackett and Brett Spangler, tour rep, were strategizing, trying to get a game plan together. Let's listen in. Moments ago, they were chatting some more.
Call me crazy. What if, instead of trying to go left, I creep back a little right and just go over it, so that way I'm closer to the hook, so it feels like it's easier to throw it there, rather than it feel like it getting it on the other. The further left I go, the easier I think it's going to get on the other side.
Ways, yeah. Is it like just cramming it that way?
Yeah, and a little firmer.
Thoughts?
Yeah. So he's going to try to manipulate the ball on the left lane. He doesn't like the option of doing what Kris Prather did, and that's really shaping it, getting even steeper with his angles. Kris had a little bit of trouble on the left lane getting the ball to come up the hill. So EJ is going to move back to pretty much where he started tonight, and then he's going to try to shove it through the front part of the lane to get it to the hook spot to the right.
All right, let's see it all works out. Championship match is on the way. Singapore's Darren Ong head-to-head with EJ Tackett, 2-time reigning player of the year. Title match on the way from Reno here on FS1. The PBA on FS1 is sponsored by Visit Reno Tahoe. Discover your next travel adventure. Learn more at visitrenotahoe.com. And by Caesars Entertainment, Eldorado Resort Casino, Circus Circus Hotel Casino, and the Silver Legacy Resort Casino. Countless dining options and world-class amenities, all in one destination. Back at the world-famous National Bowling Stadium, Reno, Dave, Randy, Kimberly, our entire crew, getting set for the championship match in the Viper. Singapore's Darren Ong head-to-head with American superstar EJ Tackett, and we take a look, Randy, the tail will take.
We talked about his 300 games to start the qualifier, and that'll sure help your strike percentage. Darren averaged 241.42 for the event. EJ Tackett right behind him at 240. I had a great talk last night with with him and the folks from Singapore and Malaysia. They all happened to be together playing baccarat. I learned a lot about both countries.
It's awesome.
It was great.
This is the World Series of Bowling. Another international superstar, Randy, going for a title. Won last night. How about tonight? Ong's first shot. Missed the target, 6-10.
Commissioner Tom Clark's dream lived once again by this young man right here, trying to win for the first time from Singapore.
Island Nation, 6 million people.
There's Tom, the commish. Great job, Tom. Thank you.
As always. .610. No problem there. Big fan of PDW and Norm Duke growing up.
Yeah, it looks kind of loose, doesn't he?
He was relaxed in our interviews a couple hours back, just before the show. First time ever on TV in the U.S., but lots of international experience and a champion in Asia. There's an average for Tackett already.
All right, now let's see the left lane. Remember, the adjustment he's going to try to make. So he's going to try to shove it a little bit less hand, move a little bit to the right, and stay closer to the dry part of the lane.
Trust it, EJ.
Let's see if it works.
Gotta trust it.
So it has to be executed properly, and then based off of that, he's going to go off of what his ball reaction looks like. If it works, great. If it doesn't, there's not a lot of time to figure it out.
It'll work. Just trust it.
He trusts the process. 2-pin for him.
A little too hard. Close.
Well, you heard him say it, just a little too hard. But the good news is that it actually got to that spot. All right, good coverage. He moved right, like we talked about, but I think it was just a little too much heat.
Rolled like a bowling ball.
Yeah. I don't have to throw it that hard.
Right. Exactly what I thought. Yeah.
Take a look at Darren Ong's arsenal.
Crosses over. 9-pin, almost a broken strike.
He's using a stealth mode.
His fiance, parents are watching back home in Singapore. So excited to see him on TV in the States for the first time. Delightful young man to talk to tonight. This entire tournament, only playing the field, not to miss. A single pinch. Spare conversion, that continues as he's got the mark.
Well, he got 10 shots of practice before the start of this match. A little bit of practice prior to that. But to see the first 2 shots go through the nose and then Brooklyn's not a good sign.
Years old. Now it's about the adjustments. 24th in the Shark, 23rd in the Cheetah last year in suburban Detroit. This is his second World Series of Bowling appearance. That's better.
I think I'm just, right. Yeah, so I'm going around it. That's why. Yeah. So I kept it for more.
7th ranked Asian player entering this event.
And that was a stealth hybrid on the left lane for Ong.
Third for Tackett, works on a spare. That looked really good. All right, so we heard a lot of the communication, Randy, and you had a great breakdown after that last segment. Brett Spangler, tour rep, and EJ. How's it working out in your mind?
But it's too early to tell. He's only thrown one shot over there. I like the plan because trying to get closer to the dry part of the lane, I think is a good idea. Moving in and trying to shape it more, I don't like, because there's way too much ground to cover. And if you don't project the ball correctly,
Trust it. You got some?
with the right trajectory to the right, it never gets to that spot.
Trust it, buddy.
Full frame for an 11-pin lead.
Oh, I thought that was good.
2-4-8.
So again, here's the plan. The first one he thought was a little too fast. He likes this one, and the result is pretty much the same, except this time it's the 2-4-8. Now what? He's a good mile and a half faster on that left lane. Both shots went light. He liked that one.
Is it still fast?
It's 19 and a half.
Okay. I felt like I didn't throw this fast.
The good shots are 17, 17, 18.
Yeah. All right. I'm trying to. Do you think I still need a?
Stay in the same part of the lane and just try to get a little bit softer. I think that's what he's going to try to do. Undefeated in the brackets, Darren Ang.
Our top seed. Let's cross it over. Brooklyn strike. Next stop, Brownsburg.
Both shots on that lane, Brooklyn. And this is a big time strike, doubling up for Darren Ong, first time ever on television.
Started bowling in Singapore at age 10. Tried some golf, couldn't hit it straight, couldn't hit very far, and as he told us, the weather is hot, hotter, hottest in that part of the world.
Yeah.
So he loved bowling because it was inside, the air conditioning. That's how he got his career jump started. Pretty cool. 7-pin.
Well, he got the great break on the right lane. This time, 7-pin doesn't cooperate. That would have been a huge three-bagger, especially given the fact that EJ Tackett's struggling on the left lane.
Perfect 7-pin conversion attempts so far. Whoa, he missed it. Just enough movement at the end, and he whiffs on the 7-pin for the first time in this event.
I thought I would expect that. Oh well.
Game changer.
The left lane, no, right lane. Yeah, I just like, I think I don't know my hand or what. I just cannot get it there. But y'all think the ball is right?
Yeah, no, I don't think that's right.
Oh, still hybrid. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Get out of it.
Yeah, he's going to make a ball change.
The door open for Tackett. Can he kick it down?
A 10-pin. Get out of my face.
Late kick on the 10, the messenger. And that's how you do it when you're the top bowler in the world.
Let's do that. Same shot. Same shot.
Look at that ball revving up down the lane. And then here comes help.
Same shot.
All right, now, telling shot on the left lane. If he gets softer and the ball goes high, then I think he's trapped on the left lane.
Keeps on trucking. Up 14 pins now. The double taking advantage of the open on the missed 7-pin from Ong.
Half a mile an hour softer on that shot there on the left lane for EJ Tackett.
Six for Darren.
So there's a ball change on that lane. Stealth hybrid on both now.
Two top 25s last year. Allen Park, Michigan. This is a top 2 guaranteed. Top seed. Got the Viper. Okay. Recovery mode after the open.
He is really deep right now. Farthest left of any player. And now it looks like he's getting his feet underneath him.
It's Tackett time. Up 4. Works off a double. 14-pin lead. Had to hurry, looking for help across the deck, and nothing gets to the 10-pin.
EJ Tackett playing around the 22nd board on the right lane. Darren Ong into 25, so he's a little bit deeper, a little steeper angle. Kris Prather was right around that same zone in our last match. And again, EJ now back to the left lane, the lane he has to finish on. The lane he's been trying to circumnavigate ever since the last match.
Busy week for him, to say the least, in Reno already. Big shot, big strike.
Yeah, now the picture's starting to get clearer for him on that lane. Five boards right on this left lane than he is the right. But he knows that when he gets it to that spot, it's going to hook back if he gets it off his hand properly. How about for the lead?
How about it? Up 7, Darren Ong of Singapore with a big strike in the 8th.
Just his second World Series of bowling.
As the Turkey has the advantage, +7.
And there's your max scores, folks. 246 Ong, 239 Tackett. Big shot right here, biggest shot of his young professional World Series of bowling career.
Left lane for Ong.
Right through the nose.
Could have been a lot worse. Just 3-pin on the high shot.
That was pretty soft, that shot there, 17.0. To make a comparison speed-wise, EJ Tackett 18.5 on that lane. But obviously, two different lines. He's shaping it more. EJ's going a little bit straighter on that left lane.
Okay, here comes Tackett. Randy, chance to take a lead right back. Works on a strike into the 9th. He told us pre-match, exhausted, so much bowling. So many TV appearances.
For the lead. Sorry, Dave, for the lead right here.
One more time, go by 4. Oh my goodness.
Really?
4-10 split.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
Really?
Just looks too soft. If you look at the speed, 18.3.
Oh.
This time he doesn't catch the break, tripping the split out.
Come on, man.
Remember last night, 8th and 10th frame. Back-to-back splits cost him the match.
Almost across the deck for the 10-pin, but it's an open frame, and now down 18 pins. Match changer. Close. Very close.
What a time for that to happen once again for EJ Tackett. Critical moment. Now his max score is only 207 if he strikes out. Ong is already in the 2 teens. Are we about to see our 22nd international winner?
Come on.
And the first ever from Singapore.
Wouldn't that be something?
Incredible. Just incredible World Series of bowling. It never disappoints. That young man, 1/10 frame away.
200+ players, Randy. 19 countries competing for 4 standard titles, 1 major championship. The World Championship Saturday on Fox. 6 countries, 5 or more players competing. Come on. 8.
Needs this one to force Ong to mark in the 10th frame.
EJ, multiple World Series of bowling titles last 2 years, does strike. So a little pressure here.
Well, he figured out the left lane. Hard to believe that the right lane would come back to bite him.
Tackett takes his time. Wants to make Darren think about it a little bit. Second and final re-rack taken by EJ here. Wants to ice his opponent. Maybe create a little doubt for Ong's 10th frame.
Well, that's enough to force a mark.
First 2. 205 game for EJ.
4 really good shots on that lane.
Just a mark for Darren Ong, for history, for his country. For the win. Got it! History for Singapore bowling. Darren Ong has his first career PBA Tour title. It's the moment of the match, brought to you by Pilgrims. Chicken can be boring, but Pilgrims is turning chicken nuggets upside down. I love it. You love it. Put it in a nugget.
I'm not sure he even realizes it yet. I mean, there was zero reaction to that.
He has done it. Here's the reaction.
Way to go, Darren. And hey, world, guess what? International players can play.
Back-to-back international champions here at the World Series of Bowling in the first 2 events. Double wood, got that now.
Thank you. Very well deserved.
Thank you.
Time to celebrate. And get that trophy.
Thank you.
Darren Ong wins on the PBA
everyone
Tour.
who has supported us from back home, Singapore Federation, SSI, everyone.
Congratulations on your win, Darren. You know what? You had that open in the 5th, but you stayed focused and kept the pressure on EJ. Walk us through what went through your mind when you stepped up in the 10th and you needed that mark.
I mean, obviously, I knew the score going into the 10, but my main focus was just to make a good shot, keep it in the pocket, and whatever happened, happens. So, thankfully, he fell in my way. Yeah.
Well, you just won your first ever PBA Tour title. Put this moment into words.
Oh, I think I'm going to need a few days to come up with the right word, but it's been absolutely incredible, and thank you to everyone who has come out to watch us bowl.
And you are the first player ever from Singapore to win a PBA Tour title. What does that mean to you?
I hope it serves as an inspiration for everyone back home. I mean, not just for Singapore, but the whole of Southeast Asia and Asia, that, you know, we can compete, and I hope more competitors come out on tour.
You are definitely an inspiration. Congratulations on your win.
2024 Sports of the Year. Singapore Sports Awards. It's 9 a.m. Tuesday morning in Singapore, and there's a big celebration in the works.
Thank you.
Darren Ong has done it. 2 World Series of bowling
Has he disappeared?
events are complete. And so far, Edvald from Sweden, Ong from Singapore. International champions. Resume tomorrow night, Chameleon Championship here in FS1, 7 Eastern from Reno.
Thank
You can't wait for more bowling.
Thank you.
Great performance.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Coming up next, Live Golf Highlights Singapore. That's fitting. Now for the entire crew.
Wow.
Randy Peterson, Kimberly Pressler, Dave Ryan saying so long from Reno. You've been watching the PBA and FS1.
Did you plan that?
I did not. Good TV. Bowling history for Singapore. Darren Ong, first ever from that island nation of 9 million to win a PBA Tour title. He takes the Viper Championship tonight in Reno, Nevada.